Ladies and gentlemen, this is the culmination of a dream of mine. I've been a social capitalist for a very long time. And I suppose the question is, what is the definition of a social capitalist? Some of you that know me would have heard this many times over, bored of it, but let me try and explain again. To me, the only true way forward is capitalism. Not socialism, not communism, it's all crap. They'll all fail. Why? Because it goes against human nature. But true capitalism, which is what capitalism should be, is about wealth creation. It's about sustainable wealth creation. I'm a businessman. How do I make money? I make money by selling you a product and you a service. How do I make more money? I need more of you. Which means I have to play a role in pushing people out of poverty into the middle class. Because here's the thing. I want your money, but I need you to have it before I can take it from you. So it's a selfish thing, right? But it is a sustainable. That's what true capitalism is. Wealth creation. Sustainable wealth creation. And if we don't play a role in eradicating poverty, if we don't play a role, however small, in pushing people out of poverty into the middle class, we cannibalize our own market. And the whole thing implodes. And you don't have to look too far. The early days of the Philippines, Zimbabwe, they're all prime examples of where you just hoard and hoard, and in a small group become rich, and the rest of the country collapses. I have always believed Malaysia was the example of what social capitalism could be. We're not perfect. I mean, heck, we had a previous government that was far from perfect. But we are an example of how you can still take care of society, you can still ensure education for all, you can still ensure healthcare for all, and ensure you're pro-business, ensure people make money. We're not quite there yet, but we're heading in that direction. And that's what this conference is about, is to address the issue of how we fix this world in the best way possible. And to fix the world, we need to debate. We need to talk about it. It's not just my ideas, it's not just Chintong's ideas, it's not just anybody else's ideas, it's not Datuk Ibrahim's ideas. It is about what are all these ideas, and can we debate it and talk about it and come up with some form of solution that can actually make a tangible change? Because, let's be honest, we're on the precipice. Anyone that thinks this world is not the precipice is in fantasy land here, right? We're on a cliff, right? We're there. And there's only one way forward, we can jump off it. We don't know what else to do, and we need to discuss a way forward. The world has gone mad. Like it really has. We live in a society where, at the same time, we have epidemics of both starvation and obesity, and sometimes in the same country. How ridiculous is that? And we are so jaded that we just take it for granted. It's okay, it doesn't matter. It's just the way it is. You go to India, you have gilded, gold-covered gates and big, huge houses right outside. You have kids starving with bloated tummies, living on the streets. And no one cares. Why? We're jaded. We're just used to it. We just accept it. And I think that's where the change has to come. We can no longer accept it. Businessmen can no longer step away from societal development. Our existence, our growth, our future is based on communities growing, is based on markets growing. And the days of businessmen saying that I'm not involved in politics, I'm not involved in societal reform, I'm not involved in development, I just do my business. And whoever is in government, it's fine. I'll suck up to them. We've had those kind of businessmen. Before the election, I'll suck up to the government in power. And then right after the election, if the government's lost, okay, I better suck up to the next government. Because we don't care. We're just businessmen. We just make money. And that can no longer work. We have to be involved in societal development. I put it this way, and again, my friends have heard this before. I think businessmen are the smartest people. Again, I'm sorry, Shintong, you are the smartest person. Apart from you, us. Why? Because, we take companies, we spin it, we build it up, we make something of it. We save it. We take a dead duck. We have the best accountants in the world that will rebuild the bones of the dead duck, put in new arteries and veins and pump blood through. We have the best lawyers in the world that will change the death certificate and make it a living certificate. Then we have the best advertising and PR people in the world that will spin it such, not only is the dead duck alive, it's laying bloody golden eggs. That's how good we are. That's our ingenuity. Now imagine if we took a little bit, a small percentage of that ingenuity and used it to fix a societal problem. Used it to fix a problem a country faces. Imagine what's possible. Imagine if all businessmen decided that we have to be involved. And now, it's not just a government responsibility. It's our responsibility as well, because you know what? We make money off society and we need society to grow. Because that's the only way we can make more money. How the formulas around that work, that's the discussion we have to have. And that's what the Good Capitalism Forum is about. That's what this inaugural Good Capitalism Forum is about. Where we're going to have 600, this hotel is going to be shut down. Some of you don't understand this. Frank, the general manager, has very kindly, who's a sponsor, Mandarin Oriental, who's a sponsor of this conference, has kindly agreed to shut down the hotel. So the whole of Mandarin Oriental will be closed to the public. Only for delegates, every outlet, every part of this hotel. So that we can have 600 of the most powerful people in the world. Billionaires, economic leaders, political leaders, thought leaders, coming together to discuss this subject and to debate it. And here's the difference between this and other talk shops. We don't just stop there. We have the next Good Capitalism Forum next year, and we will follow through. What we discuss now will be followed through. We want to find solutions. This is just not about getting a selfie. This is just not about attending a conference and networking. This is about doing good. This is about making a difference. And this is the kind of businessmen we've invited, the kind of political leaders we've invited, the kind of thought leaders we've invited. Those that want to make a difference. Those that feel the time is right. That we have to do this now. I can't thank you enough for coming here and supporting us. I am very, very grateful. This has been an important dream of mine, and you're all making it come true. Thank you very much.